Hello, welcome to the Roy Rogers News Channel. Thank you for watching. Let's go ahead and spectate Zangoose's Recruitment. Alright, hosted by Gillen. Blue Breath vs Stairways. So we're going to spectate this match once we come back. Alright, we are back. Turn number 1. Blue Breath vs Stairway. Turn number 1. Alright, so Fortress. I don't think Porygon has HP Fire. I haven't seen HP Fire Porygon in a while. Fortress is probably safe setting up spikes. I don't see anything that Porygon 2 can really do here. Blue Breath wants to be safe and make sure that Porygon 2 doesn't have HP Fire. Ah, I was wrong. It does have HP Fire. HP Fire is a very rare hidden power for Porygon 2. Not many people get the privilege of running that. It's very, very expensive to make and very, very expensive to purchase. So, yeah, alright. So Swampert's coming in. Porygon 2 is going to be doing Tri-Attack, affecting the Swampert just a little bit. Porygon 2 is going to switch into Altaria. Yep, there's the Waterfall. Waterfall's not going to be very effective. I think Altaria's Yu, isn't it? I think it's Yu. Let's take a look here. Ah, Natural Cure. Alright. There's a Toxic. Porygon 2 can probably shrug that off by switching. Alright. Let's go and look in the tiers. I think this is Yu. And yes, Altaria is Yu. Alright. There's a list of OU here, so there we go. There's a Tri-Attack. Alright, there are the spikes. Now something tells me that this Porygon might have HP Fire. I mean, the way how it did hidden... The way how it did Hidden Power the first turn, it probably has HP Fire, but Porygon 2 doesn't want to do anything yet. So Fortress is switching out, predicting the HP Fire into Dusclops. Now Dusclops can have Will-O-Wisp or possibly scare Stairway into thinking that that he might pull off a Will-O-Wisp. So Swampert's going to be doing the substitute, predicting the Will-O-Wisp, but that doesn't happen. Instead, Altaria is going to be doing the Dragon Claw. Now, I don't think that I don't think that Waterfall's going to do very much, which is why I think that Swampert's going to switch out here. All right, so there's a Natural Cure. Oh wow, 2 Tracers in Stairway's party. There's a Flamethrower. Okay, so Altaria is going to go back into Porygon 2, and what is going to happen here? Alright, so Gardevoir is going to be doing Wish. Gardevoir is going to switch back into Porygon 2, which is going to trace a Natural Cure. Wow. My best guess is that Porygon 2 is probably going to switch. Alright. There's Gyarados. Gyarados is going to lower down Fortress's attack by -1. Fortress is going to be paralyzed. Fortress can't really set up here. Fortress is going to switch into... I'm not going to say that name, but I am going to say Milotic. Milotic is coming in. And it takes the waterfall quite beautifully. Now, Milotic could be HP Electric. Depending on what depending on what Milotic wants to target. If it wants to target something else, then it's going to be some other hidden power. Let's see here. Some Geodudes here. Need to refresh my memory here. Swampert. There we go. If Gardevoir is targeting Swampert, then it's going to be HP Grass. If it's targeting Gyarados, then it's going to be HP Electric. So, yeah, there's different variants of how you can run Milotic on that front. Alright, so Fortress is setting up the second layer of spikes. Hopefully, for Stairway's sake, he has something that can rapid spin some of those spikes, some of those entry hazards. Alright, Marvel Scale, it's an interesting ability. Alright. Alright, so Gardevoir. Gardevoir is going to be doing the Wish, and it's going to recover. Gardevoir can be able to live a little bit more. Alright, so my Gardevoir is going to be switching into Metagross. Alright, Metagross. Yeah, I was thinking Meteor Mash on that. I'm thinking another Meteor Mash because Metagross really wants that attack boost. Now, I don't know if this Metagross is banded or not, but it could be Swift banded, but I don't want to say anything too soon. But alright, so Metagross does have the attack boost. This is not looking too good for Blue Breath. Unless he has some sort of Pokemon with a fire move. So Milotic could do something. Alright, so now we know that this Metagross is not Choice Banded nor Swift Banded. Now we know that that Metagross, I don't know what it carries. It could carry Leftovers. It's not. I know it's not carrying Life Ball, because if it is, then that means its health is going to decrease gradually. All right, so pretty much this Metagross is, let's just say, it's not looking too good for Blue Breath. Blue Breath does have an opportunity to knock out this Metagross, or at least slow down its reign of terror. And that's exactly what Blue Breath is going to do. He's going to do a Will-O-Wisp, which is going to burn the Metagross. All right. Metagross is probably... Metagross is probably going to either continually do Meteor Mash or switch into something and do a Heal Bell or something. The best Pokemon to do Heal Bell here is probably... I would say probably Gardevoir in Stairway's team. These are all the teammates that we know about. Let me look up Gardevoir really quick. Yeah, so it can learn Heal Bell. So, the one Pokemon that's plausible for recovery is Gardevoir. Well, one, how should I put it? The Cleric that is available, or at least I think might be available, is Gardevoir. If Gardevoir doesn't have Heal Bell, then Stairway is going to be in for a world of hurt. Gardevoir is going to be in... sorry, yeah. Stairway's going to be in for a world of hurt. And this Metagross... Blue Breath is thinking right now. He's thinking what he should do. Alright, so Metagross is going to be doing the Pursuit, which is going to do a lot of damage. And Dusclops is going to rest, which is going to pretty much be the agony of Metagross. Metagross is now forced switch, and now we know what item Metagross is holding. It's holding leftovers. I kind of knew at the back of the mind of my mind that it was holding leftovers. I didn't want to declare it right away, but it had to be holding leftovers. I mean, it wasn't take any. It didn't take any life damage from Life Orb. It's not locked on one move. It had to be leftovers. Alright, so Metagross is trying to revive its attack stat. And Counter is going to do a lot of damage, and that's going to catch Stairway off guard. Which is pretty good for Blue Breath. And if my theory is correct, that Gardevoir probably doesn't have Heal Bell, then let's just say it's going to be a world of hurt for this for Stairway for the rest of this match, because Blue Breath might just be spitting out all those Will-O-Wisps and Toxics and all those status ailments. I have a theory as to why Stairway switched into Gyarados. Gyarados probably has Crunch. It probably does, or if it doesn't, it probably has Waterfall. Now, I don't know if Stairway's going to do Crunch or if it's going to be doing Waterfall. Dusclops is probably preparing, or Blue Breath is probably preparing for the worst. So he probably has a plan as to what to go into next. Ooh, nice. Blue Breath decided to reveal his mystery a little early. Aerodactyl, although Aerodactyl is quite a risky Pokemon to pull in here, because the best move I can think of that Aerodactyl could do that could possibly make a dent in Gyarados is Rock Slide. That is the best move Aerodactyl can do. If Aerodactyl misses this Rock Slide, then it's not going to be so good for Blue Breath. Alright. Stairway right now is just kind of thinking. He's thinking, what should I do? Okay. Something tells me that Stairway is punching in a lot of calcs. And Blue Breath, he either did Double Edge or Rock Slide. If I were Blue Breath, I'd probably be doing Rock Slide here because it's a... If I don't knock out that Gyarados, then that Gyarados is going to be a disaster. Alright, so Aerodactyl. What is Aerodactyl going to do? Oh, it's going to be doing Double Edge, predicting the switch. Alright, that was actually quite a risky move. Alright, so Gyarados is coming back specifically for that Intimidate, which is going to lower down the attack stat by -1 for Aerodactyl. Aerodactyl, I think Aerodactyl should switch. Gyarados might predict the switch and do Crunch, but the best case scenario for Aerodactyl is that Aerodactyl needs to be full in its attack stat. It needs to be full in its attack stat, so that way it can be able to dent Stairway. Alright, so Aerodactyl is going to switch, and it's going to be going into Porygon 2. Like I said before, Double Edge is quite a risky move. Yeah. Alright, so Gyarados is going to be doing Return. I haven't seen Gyarados with Return before. Maybe that's a new variant of Gyarados that I'm not really aware of, but I haven't seen Gyarados with Return. I usually... The typical moveset that I usually see with Gyarados is Dragon Dance, Earthquake, Crunch, and Waterfall. That's the usual moveset that I see with Gyarados. I haven't seen a Gyarados with Return. It's an interesting Gyarados. Alright. Alright, so, this is pretty much... I can't declare a winner or a loser at this point. Stairway and Blue Breath are at pretty, interesting positions. Both of them are really trying to hold on to their status in the match at the moment. I mean, if you think about it, both opponents have a pretty good handle as to where they are in the match. Alright, so Aerodactyl's going to be coming in. Aerodactyl might try to do Double Edge here. Even if Porygon 2 switches into Gyarados, that Double Edge is... I think Double Edge is going to take a good chunk of Gyarados' HP out. I don't think it's good that the Stairway knocked out his Porygon 2. I mean, for Stairway's sake, that mystery Pokemon could be the answer to Blue Breath's team as of right now. Crunch does knock out Milotic. Alright. Aerodactyl's coming right back, and I think Aerodactyl might either do Double Edge or Rock Slide. That's quite a risky thing to predict right now. I would do Rock Slide here, but I don't know if Blue Breath is kind of like a daredevil today or not. I think he's going to be like the Harry Houdini of this match. He's going to be very risky. He might try to do Double Edge here. Or he might try to do Rock Slide. Alright, so he's like the Harry Houdini of this match. Oh, man. I don't know why Stairway is letting Blue Breath knock out his Swampert, though. Does that Swampert... If that Swampert had Ice Punch, it could have handled that Altaria pretty well. So, here's the thing, though. I think Aerodactyl's going to switch into Altaria to keep that attack stat strong. Yeah. Blue Breath is pretty much trying his best to keep Aerodactyl's attack stat neutral. Not at a negative level, but at a neutral level. So, alright, so Aerodactyl, now I think it has to do Rock Slide. You know, this, I don't know what this Aerodactyl has, but it better have Rock Slide, because if it doesn't, then let's just say that Aerodactyl's going to be in a world of hurt. Alright. Yes, it does have Rock Slide. Alright, so I was kind of worried there. Man. Alright, so... okay, here's what I think is going to happen. It's been a pretty good match, but I'm thinking, okay, so this Rock Slide is, yeah, Stairway's probably going to win. Yep, he won. GG. Blue Breath was really trying his best to hold on to that defense stat. Not defense stat, sorry. He was trying to hold on to that attack stat, and that really did, in a sense, show the amount of dedication and determination Blue Breath had in this match. Blue Breath tried his best with the team that he was provided to really give it his all. So, there we go. I wish Blue Breath well. And Stairway is going to progress to the finals. Alright, let's go ahead and take a look at the Zangoose's recruitment. Wow, we can actually spectate this match once this match concludes. Alright, so we're going to be right back. Please stay tuned to the Roy Rogers YouTube channel for further tournament commentary. Alright, we are back. Gwenicilla vs. Weir Ketchup. Alright, so Aerodactyl's going to be doing the Rock Slide, and Tauros is going to be doing the Body Slam here. Alright, sorry about that, I'm in the car here and we're kind of listening to the radio. But yes, we are back. Alright, so Aerodactyl's going to switch into... Alright, so Aerodactyl's going to be switching into Haunter. Sorry about that. We were in the car and we were listening to a radio and stuff, so... Alright, so Aerodactyl's going to switch into Haunter, and, yeah, Shadow Ball. Alright, so Thunder Punch... Thunder Punch, wow. Thunder Punch is O-code. It's probably holding a thick club. Yeah, it's probably holding a thick club. Alright. Man. Alright, so Aerodactyl's gonna be knocking out that Marowak instantly. Instantly. Like that. Man. Alright. Yes. So, who is next? Who is next? Tauros. Tauros is going to intimidate the Aerodactyl. Alright. Aerodactyl is going to try to do a dent, and Tauros is going to try to do the same thing. Wow, Tauros just O-code that Aerodactyl, even on a resistance. By golly. Aerodactyl was extremely resistant to Tauros' typing. Alright. Both Quintilla and Weir Ketchup has Tauros's, but one of them is neutral and the other one is -1 in attack. Alright, so Weir Ketchup is right now it's kind of in a neutral position. Same with Quintilla. Alright, so Magneton is going to be coming in, and Tauros I think is banded. Usually Tauros is banded. Yeah, so I think Tauros is going to switch out into Arcanine. Alright, so Arcanine is going to be intimidating the Magneton, but it won't really do much. So Magneton's going to be doing speed. I haven't seen a Magneton run agility before. This should be interesting. Alright, so I guess Magneton is supposed to be a sweeper, but it wasn't able to pull it off. And this is one of the first times that I've ever seen Vaporeon back into OU. Because Vaporeon has pretty much been a star in UU. Let's see here. Maybe that's what moved up. No? Alright, let's see. Nope, Vaporeon is still in UU, but yeah, that's Vaporeon is quite an interesting case. Alright, so Vaporeon's gonna lower down. Sorry, Tauros is gonna lower down Vaporeon's attack stat or special. No, wait, attack stat. Alright, so it won't really affect it much. Vaporeon's gonna be doing Surf, which is not going to be very effective. Tauros is going to be doing Return, and it's going to knock out Vaporeon. Magneton should come in and finish out Tauros. I'm thinking that this Magneton probably hits Thunderbolt. Actually, if you're a Magneton, you should carry Thunderbolt. Alright, Typhlosion. I wonder what's next. By golly, Magneton still wants to do that agility. Alright, so I wonder what's next. I wonder what Weird Ketchup is thinking of next. Magneton could switch into something else. Oh no, it's going to take a risk. And, oh yeah, Magneton has 30. Why do I have to worry? Oh, I guess this is not the Sturdy variant. This is the Magnet Pull variant, specifically for Skyrim. Alright, that's fine, that's fine. So I know that there are some Magneton that run Sturdy. Either one of those abilities are pretty good, but if you want to try to counteract Skyrim, and that's a good way to do it. Typhlosion. Flamethrower is a pretty good way to counteract Weird Ketchup's team, because Weird Ketchup does have a lot of... Wyrtila does have Blaze, which does increase its fire... Typhlosion's fire moves, since it's nearing its death. Alright, so anyways, yeah, so Lunatone is just gonna go out there and do Belly Drum. And Meteor Mash is going to knock out Linoon. Alright. That was a nice attempt, but that was kind of a quick match. It seemed almost like Gwenicola had all the answers, and Weird Ketchup, he had a couple of some gimmicks in his team, like Linoon. So, and I haven't seen Linoon that often, but yeah, alright. So anyways, final match, Stairway vs Gwenicola Lata. Alright, we're going to be right back. Please stay tuned to the Roy Rogers News channel for further tournament commentary. Alright, we are back. Turn number 1, finals match, Stairway vs Gwenicola. Final match. Alright. I'm thinking that Arcanine might switch because Golem might try something, unless Arcanine did Intimidate, which means that Gyarados is... which means that Golem is at -1 attack. I still think that Arcanine might switch, because even with that in mind, I still don't think that Arcanine can really do much here. I mean, it could try to do Flamethrower and try to get a burn off, but I really don't see Arcanine doing much here. As for Golem, Golem is at -1, so I don't know. Maybe Arcanine might try to do a Toxic, predicting a switch, a potential switch. We don't know if Golem is going to switch or not. Why do I want to keep saying Gyarados? Gyarados is not even in here yet. Alright, so Golem. Alright, so what is going to happen? Alright, so we're waiting on Quintilla, or sorry, not Quintilla, sorry. Genicolata. Genicolata. Alright, so Genicolata, I think, is going to switch. Maybe he might switch his Arcanine out. Now Golem's ready to go, and everyone's ready to go. But the only person that I think is really trying to do some calcs here and trying to get the right move or trying to predict the right thing is Genicolata. That's the only person I think is trying to do some calcs. This would be an awful time for him to disconnect, because if he disconnect, all right, good. All right, so he's just doing some calcs. Oh, all right, I didn't know if he was giving up or not. Both Golem and Arcanine are going to switch into their respective counterparts. Tentacruel's going to be doing a knockoff, which means that Ludicolo is not going to be having the leftovers. Hidden Power. Alright, so it's either Hidden Power Ground, Hidden Power Electric, or Hidden Power Psychic. Yeah, I think those are all three of Tentacruel's weaknesses. Yeah, Psychic, Electric, and Ground. Alright. Gardevoir is going to be coming in, and it's going to take the swim there. All right, so it's neutral, so it's not Psychic. All right, it's not HP Psychic. It's HP. It's either HP Ground or HP Electric. I have a gut feeling that's HP Electric because of the Rain Dance, because that could be a Rain Dance variant. But if it is a Rain Dance variant, then it probably carries. It probably should have carried Life Ball. So, wow, this Ludicolo is quite difficult to read from a strategic point of view. I think it's HP Electric because of the Gyarados. Because it could counter Gyarados. Alright, so Gardevoir is going to be switching into Tentacruel. This match is moving kind of fast. I mean, it started kind of slow, but now stuff is starting to move a little faster. And, wow. I mean, the start was kind of like a stall start, but then the moment that the first turn was initiated, the match pretty much blasted off like a rocket ship. I mean, look at all this movement. I mean, this movement's pretty amazing. Alright, so, man, what a bummer. If only if it had Pataya Berry, it would have had a special attack boost, but alright. Alright, that's fine, that's fine. Pataya Berry increases your special attack whenever you're near the red on your health. But yeah, alright. Magneton. Alright, so Magneton I think is going to yeah, it's gonna be doing Thunderbolt. Yep, Thunderbolt. Which means, alright, ooh, Tentacruel's near the red, but not quite the knockout yet. Now, we know that Magneton, according to this information, is a little slower than Tentacruel, meaning that Magneton might have to switch. I'm looking at the yellow information just to kind of refresh my brain here. Yeah, alright, so Liquid Ooze, alright, Tentacruel's going to be doing Surf. Porygon 2 probably has Thunderbolt, which means that that Tentacruel is probably going to switch. I sense an incoming switch from Stairway. I'm thinking Gardevoir. Gardevoir, probably not Gyarados. I mean, if he predicts Gyarados, or not Gyarados. Why do I keep wanting to say Gyarados? Golem, you know, a little rock circle thing. If it predicts it right, then maybe it can pull off the. All right, so it didn't want to take the chance of coming in on an Ice Beam. So, all right, Swampert. I think that the Swampert. All right, so this Swampert is not a Bandit variant. It is a. Oh, now I know what HP Porygon 2 is. It's HP Grass. This is easy. The moment that the Swampert came in and Porygon 2 did Hidden Power, now we know what Hidden Power it has. So now that Hidden Power was pretty easy to tell. Alright, so Hidden Power Grass, Tri Attack. I could probably predict the other moves. One of the moves might be Recover. I could be wrong, but one of the moves might be Recover. And the fourth move could actually be varied between 3 different moves. Either Thunderbolt, Ice Beam, or Toxic. But the moves we do know that Porygon 2 has is Tri Attack, Hidden Power Grass, and that's it. And it probably has Recover. Probably. If you're Porygon 2, you probably want to carry Recover. Yeah. Gardevoir is going to be switching into Tentacruel. And Porygon 2 is going to be going directly into Umbreon. The wishes are going to be coming true, alright. Tentacruel is going to be knocking off the leftovers that Umbreon has. And Umbreon is the Cleric in Gwenacula Lada's team. Alright, I wonder what Cleric Stairway has. If he had a Cleric, it would probably be Gardevoir. Alright, so Tentacruel's going to be doing Surf. Surf is not going to really do that much because Umbreon has a pretty good special defense stat. Umbreon is probably... Okay, so Umbreon is probably going to switch... probably going to switch into... actually, it might just want to stay because, because Tentacruel... Tentacruel is a special... it has a lot of special attacks, so Umbreon probably likes the special attacks for this particular reason because it can stall it out like crazy. Tentacruel is probably going... Tentacruel's probably going to switch. Umbreon's probably going to try to stay around and stall away Tentacruel. Telling that there's an Umbreon there, the match is probably going to take a little bit of a while. I don't know why Stairway is staying in. I don't see any reason for Stairway for staying in, other than trying to avoid a potential Toxic. But other than that particular reason, I don't see any reason why Tentacruel is staying in on this match. So Tentacruel is going to go into Gyarados. Alright. Let's see what type of moves does Umbreon specialize in? Umbreon. Okay, so let's go look at the base stats, not necessarily the moves. Pretty good HP stat. Pretty good both defense and special defense stat. Umbreon's a pretty good tank. Umbreon is pretty much the, I guess you can say, kind of the replacement of of Chansey, since Chansey is Ubers. So Umbreon is kind of the replacement of Chansey. All right. I'm trying to wonder what moved up to OU. Yeah, I'll figure it out sometime later. I don't want to say the wrong thing here. I know there was something that moved to OU. And I can't seem to pin it down. Alright, so... Alright. Can't seem to pin it down on the top of my head. Alright, great. Umbreon is going to be a monster to wall. Alright, sorry. It's going to be a monster to resist. The best course of action that I think Stairway should do is probably try to do a status ailment on Umbreon, preferably toxic or something like that. But Umbreon is pretty good in its special defenses, not very good in its attack stat. I mean, it's decent enough to knock something out if it's in the red health, but it's not the best. Umbreon is not known for its attack stat. Let's go and take a look at that again. 65 is not really such a good attack stat. Speed is also 65, so you may not want to rely on Umbreon for your speed either. Special attack is a little worse. It's 60. The stat for special attack is 60. So, Ludicolo is coming in there. So, Umbreon... Ooh, Umbreon might try to do a... I don't know if it has Pursuit or not. If it does, then great. It's going to do a lot of damage against Gardevoir. Alright, so Umbreon is probably going to be doing a Protect. So, if I were Gyarados, I would probably try to do a Dragon Dance. Dragon Dance would probably be really, really good here. Dragon Dance. And Guanaculata predicted a possible Dragon Dance, so he's trying to lower down that attack stat there, and he lowered it down to -1. Gardevoir is coming right back. This match is pretty much like a ping pong ball on Stairway's behalf. It's kind of going back and forth, back and forth. So he's going into Gardevoir, he's going into Gyarados. He's trying different things to see if he can throw Guanaculata off guard. It's going to be very hard to do that. And yeah, alright, so if Stairway has a Cleric, this would probably be the only Cleric that he has. And since his only Cleric is frozen solid, is frozen, let's just say that it's not going to really look too good for Stairway. Stairway is trying everything possible to really make sure that he can do the best he can on sweeping. Alright, so Porygon 2 is going to switch into... Alright. Ooh, nice. Shiny Tentacruel. He probably got that for a prize, but... Yeah, alright, so... Typhlosion... Alright, so Typhlosion is probably banded. Probably Special Choice banned, if I had to guess. His special or Swift. And now everyone's team is exposed. So now we can have a general idea of how the opponents may think, but I'm not going to try to get into the opponent's heads, but I am going to try to see what the likely outcome is going to be. So I'm going to predict that there's a switch. Well, I'm going to try to predict to see if someone's going to switch or not. Alright, so good. So now we know what team everyone is carrying. Alright, so Golem is coming in. Umbreon is going to be doing Protect to see what Golem has in store. Alright, so Rock Blast. Alright, so Umbreon is probably going to switch into something that could probably tank a water. Not water, sorry, a Rock Blast. I would say Ludicolo would do the job quite well on that front. Guanaculata, it's probably going to switch his Umbreon into yeah, I think it's probably going to switch into Ludicolo. Ludicolo would probably tank that, but Guanaculata probably is doing a lot of calcs here. This match is very tense. 45 turns, by golly. And still no knockout. That just proves how good of a team each opponent has. I mean, these teams are built pretty good. I mean, on one side you have Arcanine, Porygon 2, Magneton, Ludicolo, Umbreon, and Tentacruel, which is a pretty good team structure. And then on the other front, you have Golem, Gyarados, Swampert, Gardevoir, and Typhlosion and Tentacruel. Alright, the first knockout at the 45th turn, which is Umbreon. Umbreon's going to be the first one to go. Umbreon is probably one of the tankiest Pokemon in Guanaculata's team. Guanaculata is probably going to be pulling out Ludicolo here. Ludicolo is probably the best Pokemon in this situation because Ludicolo resists. Let's see. Grass resists. I'm trying to think here. Yeah, I think grass resists rock type moves. So yeah, all right. So Guanaculata, he has HP grass on that. We all know that because Porygon 2 tried it on Swampert. We also know that it has Tri-Attack, but we still don't know the other two moves. And I'm guessing that the other move is Recover. Alright, so Typhlosion is probably going to either do Eruption or Flamethrower. And Guanaculata is predicting that. So Flamethrower it is, and it's not going to be very effective. Typhlosion is going to probably go directly into either... I'm saying either Swampert or Gyarados, but I'm thinking it's probably going to go... or into Tentacruel. Third option. Alright. the third option. Alright. To be honest, I kind of forgot about Tentacruel being on Stairway's side, but yeah. There's also another Tentacruel there too. But the match should go slightly quicker. Not too quick, but slightly quicker because Umbreon is down. Umbreon slows down a lot of battles. And sometimes Umbreon can ensure you a win, depending on how well you built it and what your intentions are for Umbreon. It depends. So, yeah. Swampert. Alright, so Swampert is not going to really appreciate what Ludicolo has to offer. And that is implying that Ludicolo probably has Giga Drain, which I don't think Ludicolo. Well, I mean, I think that Ludicolo has Giga Drain, but I don't think Ludicolo wants to use it yet. And I was correct on that. Magneton's going to come in because Stairway is just predicting that. Sorry, no. Greniculata is predicting that Stairway is a little scared and he might switch his Swampert out. Turns out that he was wrong, and Stairway just stayed right there. Now, Magneton could do. I don't know what HP it has. I don't know what HP it has. It probably has HP. I don't want to say grass. It's kind of too early to say. Believe it or not, it's still too early to say. Even at the 45th turn, it's still too early to say. Oh man, ambulance. All right. Hopefully that person gets better. Yeah, I'm on the road right now, and I just saw an ambulance drive by. Anyways, back to the match here. So Swampert is switching into Gyarados. No. Typhlosion, which resists the HP. Intimidate's not going to really do much, but Arcanine is going to wall away the flamethrower that Typhlosion has to offer. Typhlosion is probably going to switch into something. Probably Gyarados. If I had to guess, Gyarados. Either Gyarados, Swampert, or Tentacruel. Those are the three water Pokemon that Stairway might be looking into switching into. And all three Pokemon resist fire. So any three Pokemon would be plausible. If Stairway feels like that this Arcanine is mixed, then he's going to go into Gyarados, which he does. He feels like that this Arcanine is mixed, and he's going to try to lower down that attack stat. Now, I don't know if Stairway has a Cleric or not, but he kind of needs one right now. Hopefully Gardevoir is the Cleric. I know Umbreon was the Cleric, but on Greniculata's team, but for Gyarados, yeah. All right, so Waterfall's gonna come in. Gyarados is going to switch into Swampert. Now, I have a question. Does Swampert does Greniculata have Giga Drain? I strongly question that since he's letting Swampert just sit there. I strongly question that. I'm starting to question it now. But it seems almost like Stairway is it seems almost like he's quite daring on putting a Swampert around there. Alright, so um, another Surf and Swampert should faint. Stairway, I think he's thinking, what should I do? What should I do? Should I switch? Should I not switch? Alright, so Grenaculata has knocked out the Swampert. Alright, this is the first knockout, the 58th turn, the first knockout on Grenaculata's side. Well, I mean, the first knockout that Grenaculata did to the Stairway. Typhlosion. Typhlosion is next. Alright, so let's see. Ludicolo is going to go into Shiny Tentacruel. That ooh, extra sensory. That's a pretty good prediction on the Stairway's behalf. Wow, that's great. All right, and this match is still pretty intense. I gotta tell you that right now. Arcanine is gonna switch in. All right. Wow, I mean, we are really intense in there in this match. 27 minutes, and both opponents are still in a kind of decent position right now. Arcanine is going to be doing Morning Sun, typical stall set. Golem is probably going to do either Earthquake or Rock Blast. I'm thinking those are the two plausible moves for Golem. Alright. Rock Blast. Wow, that hit a lot. And Arcanine is probably going to switch. Arcanine is probably going to switch into Magneton. Alright. Continual Rock Blasts. Is Golem going to continue its Rock Blast Fury? Magneton, I think Magneton has HP Grass. Which is why I think Golem is probably going to switch out, because it's probably thinking, man, this Magneton is probably prepared for me. Yeah, alright, so Tentacruel is coming in. Nice protection. All right. Tentacruel. This match is pretty intense, and I'm sorry if I'm a little speechless here. This match, there's um, there's really no way to really interpret this match too well, because both opponents are at a pretty good position, and even when Ludicolo's fainted, both Jojena Kulada, even those even those two being knocked out, it still puts both opponents in a decent position. And Tentacruel on Stairway's behalf has fainted, so both opponents are doing really well, and it's really hard to tell who the winner is at this point. Usually I would come up with a prediction here. But this match is moving back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. And if there's a problem to point out here, it would be the fact that actually not just Stairway, but both Stairway and Guanaculada, they do not have clerics available. I mean, Guanaculada had a cleric, but it fainted. So now both opponents have no clerics, meaning that if anyone gets poisoned, if anyone gets paralyzed, burned, etc., etc., then let's just say that things are not going to look too good for both parties. All right. Leftovers. All right. Leftovers. Gyarados is going to switch into Gardevoir. Gardevoir is frozen. It's probably frozen. And I could be wrong, but it's probably a cleric. I mean, I'm thinking it's a cleric. It's probably... This Gardevoir is probably the cleric, but the cleric has been frozen. It has been frozen. If it is true that the Gardevoir is the cleric, then it's pretty much like a sitting duck at this point. There is another thing to point out here. Stairway may have very few Pokemon left, but at the same time, he does have a lot of flexibility in his match here. So Golem. All right, and due to that flexibility, he was able to knock out Arcanine. So now Magneton is left. Magneton probably has HP Grass because of the way how it did a move against Golem. Yeah. Sorry about that. Alright, so I don't know what HP it has. Golem is predicting some sort of not just Golem. Stairway is predicting some sort of HP. That's probably not going to be favorable to Golem. Alright, so it takes neutral damage, so it's not water. It's probably grass. I'm thinking grass. Grass or ice would probably do. Actually, no, it wouldn't be fighting. So it'd be either grass or ice. Those are the only two HP that I can really think of that's going to be neutral against Gyarados. I don't know who's faster. Alright, so it's pretty much going to be a stall war. And Magneton is going to switch into Tentacruel. Here's the problem with Stairway's team. Actually, tell you what, I can come up with a prediction here already. I'm going to just say that there's a 65% chance that that Greniculata is going to win this match, and I'll tell you why. Both Gyarados and Golem are not in favorable positions right now. Alright, so that 60% went down to about 55% chance that the Greniculata is going to win. It's close. It's a hair, but I mean the percentiles are so close. I mean they're almost like a they're like a, by golly, they are pretty dang close, and that with some manipulation of the percentiles, now Stairway, now he has the immediate advantage. 60% chance that Stairway is going to win this match. 60%. 60%. Now it's again. I mean, this is why I don't like doing percentiles on this match. This match is so unpredictable. It's both of them are just like 50-50. Both of them are 50-50. Golem is doing superpower. All right. So that, all right. I didn't know it had superpower. Otherwise, I would have made it 70%. But pretty much both opponents had a equal chance of winning. I mean, by golly, man, that was intense. I mean, from one percentile to the next percentile, it was pretty epic. Wow, a lot of interesting things happened at this particular match. All right, GG. Anyways, this is the Roy Rogers News Channel. Don't forget to comment or subscribe to my channel, like or dislike the content that is here. And this is the Roy Rogers News Channel signing off. Fast, accurate, unbiased. Roy Rogers News.